S2K channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button and hit all so that you will be notified regarding the latest update. The content of this video is taken from available sources such as but not limited to the internet, and the author of this video does not represent any person or organization which will be presented. This is presented for educational purposes only, and yours truly do not claim the ownership of the content. The topic that will be discussed in this short video presentation is about developmental theories of crime causation, a topic under the subject theories and causation of crime. Developmental theories of crime causation aims to identify, examine, and deeply understand the developmental factors that would explain the onset or start and continuation of a criminal career. It also explains the contribution of the development of a person from childhood to adulthood. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, yung paggawa ng krimen ay nahuhubog na mula pagkabata hanggang pagtanda. Subalit yung iba na gumagawa ng krimen mula pagkabata hanggang pagtanda ay patuloy pa rin gumagawa ng krimen, subalit yung iba ay nahihinto naman. Yan. So, it also aims to answer the question why an individual criminal stops or deceases in committing crimes, while others continue or persist in criminal activities. So, yun po ang proposition ng developmental theories. Okay, na ang criminal behavior ay nahuhubog mula pagkabata hanggang pagtanda, at meron ding mga factors na kung saan nakakapagpatigil sa isang tao na gumawa ng krimen, pero yung iba ay patuloy pa rin na gumagawa ng krimen. So ating tunghayan yung pong iba't ibang teorya under ng developmental theory. So let us proceed to question number 1. It is a theory which claims that the onset of a criminal career is supported by residence in a social setting in which deviant values and attitudes can be learned from and reinforcement by delinquent peers due to deterioration of social bond during adolescence, marked by weakened attachment to parents, commitment to school, and belief in conventional values. Letter A, interactional theory. Letter B, age-graded theory. Letter Z, aging out process. And Delta is social development model. And the answer for this question is alpha, that is interactional theory. Na kung saan sinasabi po dito na humihina po yung interaction ng isang bata doon po sa kanyang magulang, doon po sa eskwelahan, at doon po sa paniniwala, doon po sa conventional values. Okay? At dahil dito, lumalakas naman yung pong kanyang interaction doon po sa kanyang mga kaibigan na meron pong delinquent behaviors. Okay? Yan, kaya po tinawag na interactional theory. Okay? Yan. So, interactional theory was introduced by Terence Thornberry, wherein he proposed this as one of the part of age-graded view of crime that he calls interactional theory. He agrees that the onset can be traced to a deterioration of social bond during adolescence, marked by weakened attachment to parents, commitment to school, and belief in conventional values. The onset of criminal career is supported by residence in a social setting in which deviant values and attitudes can be learned from and reinforcement by delinquent peers. Weak bonds lead to kids to develop friendship, or to have an interaction with deviant peers, okay, and get involved in delinquency. That is according to the book of Siegel. So if we try to analyze interactional theory, it clearly borrowed the principle of social bond theory by Travis Hirsch. No, however, this interactional theory is more focused on the interaction of a child, no, mula nung siya ay bata hanggang magiging adult. Okay, na kung saan humihina po yung interaction niya. Hindi po tumutukoy naman sa bonding, kundi ito po ay tumutukoy sa interaction ng isang tao doon po sa kanyang mga kaibigan na may deviant behaviors, dahil sa paghina naman ng kanyang bond doon sa kanyang magulang, no, sa eskwelahan at sa conventional values. Okay? Yan. Then, ano naman yung age-graded theory? Age-graded theory was introduced by Robert Sampson and John Love in their work in 1993. Crime in the Making identified the turning points in a criminal career. They find out that the stability of delinquent behavior can be affected by events that occur in later life, even after chronic delinquent career has been undertaken. They also state that children who enter delinquent careers are those who have trouble at home and school, no? And maintain deviant friends. Okay, so karamihan na nagkukumit ng or nagiging criminal or nagkakaroon ng deviant behaviors ay hindi po maayos yung pong kanilang relasyon sa eskwelahan at sa kanilang tahanan, no? Yan. Then in age-graded theory, the type of crime committed by a certain individuals is in consonance with his age, or his age govern or dictates the type of crime to be committed by him. Ha? So nakabase daw yung klase ng krimen doon sa edad, no? Yan. So yung kaya nga tinawag na age graded, no? This is what Love and Sampson called as turning points, marriage and career. For example, adolescents who are at risk for crime can live conventional lives if they can find good jobs or achieve successful careers. Even those who have been in trouble with the law may turn from the crime if employers are willing to give them a chance despite of the records. Tama nga naman, no? Those criminals who have entered happy marriages and quality marital life may desist or stop from committing crime anymore. Also, those criminals who have already aged may stop also in committing crime because their body, physique, and stamina could not support them anymore. No? So, yun po ang sinasabi ng age-graded theory. No? Yan. And ano naman po yung aging out process? It is also known as desistance or spontaneous remission, no? Yung pong tao mismo ang titigil na sa paggawa ng krimen. The tendency for youth to reduce the frequency of their offending behavior as they age and is thought to occur among all groups of offenders. Okay? Yan. Habang nagkakaisip, then yung pong delinquent behaviors ay pwede pong mawala, no? Dahil alam na kung ano ang mabuti at kung ano ang masama. Yan. Okay. And social development model. Ano naman yon? It is a theory which was introduced by Joseph Weiss, Ricardo Catalano, J. David Hawkins in 2001. And their associates focus on the different factors affecting child's social development over life course. And, no? According to their view, as children mature, their environment elements of socialization control their development process and either insulate them from delinquency or encourage their anti-social activities. Social development model holds that commitment and attachment to conventional institution, activities, and beliefs insulate youth from delinquency-producing influence in their environment. For example po dito, no? Kapag ang isang bata po ay palaging dinadala sa simbahan, sinuturuang magsimba, yan, sa eskwelahan, hinuhubog ng mabuti yung pong kanyang academics at yung kanyang behavior, then definitely less likely that that person will commit a crime, no? Yan. Pero kung wala yung mga ganong activities, no? Then definitely mas malaki yung chance na yung pong tao ay pwedeng ma-develop yung pong kanyang criminal behavior or delinquent behavior. Okay? Yan. So, kaya nga meron pong mga social development activities ang bawat barangay po, no? Yan. Para sa ganon ay maiwasan po na maging delinquent yung mga bata. So, ano yung example ng mga social development activities, no? Sa mga barangay, meron pong mga liga, basketball at kung ano-ano pang activities para mapalakas po yung pong social development ng isang bata para maiwasan na magkaroon sila ng delinquent behaviors, no? Therefore, using this model, the role of parents is very important since they are the first teachers. Okay? Yan. So, sa family, nag-uumpisa po lahat ayon dito sa social development model. Okay? Yan. And let's proceed to question number 2. It is a theory which claims that the onset of criminal behavior is due to coercion which begin in early life when children experience a punitive form of discipline including both physical attacks and psychological coercion including negative commands. No? Letter A, general theory of crime. Letter B, control balance theory. Letter C, differential coercion theory, no? And letter D, social development theory. Yan. So sabi dito, yung pong criminal behavior ay nade-develop dahil po sa pressure, compulsion, or intimidation na ginawa ng mga nakakatanda doon po sa bata. Kaya po nade-develop yung pong kanyang criminal behavior, no? Yan. For example, sinasaktan siya nung siya ay bata, and tendency, mananakit din po yan pagka siya po ay naging adult. So, ano ang theory na yun? That is called differential coercion theory. That is Charlie, no? Yan. So, yung focus kasi ng question is more on the coercion or the impelling power which push a person to have a criminal behavior. Yan yung pressure mula nung siya ay bata pa. Okay? Yan. Development kasi itong mga theory na ito ay tumutukoy po sa pagkahubog ng criminal behavior mula bata hanggang pagtanda, no? Yan. So that is differential coercion theory. Okay? Yan, kaya bawas-bawasan yung pong pagbibigay ng punishment sa mga anak tulad ng pananakit o kaya naman ay salita ng masasama, no? Yan. So ano yung general theory of crime, no? General theory of crime was introduced by Michael Gottfredson and Travis Hirschy in their work. General theory of crime is a modified and redefined some principles or a combination of principles articulated in Hirschy's social control theory by integrating the concept of control with those biosocial, psychological, routine activities, and rational choice theory. So, yung pong general theory of crime is already a combination of biosocial, psychological, routine activities, and rational choice theory to include the control theory. In this theory, Gottfredson and Hirschy consider the criminal offender and the criminal act as a separate concept. So magkaiba yung criminal offender, yung pag-aaral sa criminal offender, at iba yung pag-aaral sa criminal acts. Diba? They further claim that crime is irrational and predictable. At sabi pa nila, People commit crime when it promises rewards and minimal threat or pain. And the threat of punishment can deter crime. So yun po yung kanilang sinabi sa general theory of crime, no? The threat of punishment can deter the occurrence of crime. Okay? Yan. Then, differential coercion theory. Sinong nag-introduce nun? It was introduced by Mark Colvin in his work, Crime and Coercion. Okay? It identifies master traits that may guide behavioral choices, in which he calls coercion. Okay. So, ano ba yung coercion or yung pressure, compulsion, intimidation, or yung force? No? Perception of coercion can begin in early life wherein children experience a punitive or punitive form of discipline, including both physical attacks and psychological coercion, including negative commands. Okay? So, iwas-iwasan po natin yon, no? Yan, pagka kayo po ay nagkaanak. Dahil yun po ay pwedeng magtulak sa isang tao para gawin yung isang krimen, okay, or para magkaroon ng criminal or deviant behaviors. Okay, critical remarks such as teasing, humiliation, whining, yelling, and threats, okay, can develop a deviant behavior. Ayan. So pagka palagi yung sinisigawan yung bata, din mas mataas yung tsansa na magkaroon po yan ng deviant behavior, no? Yan, sanay na no? Yan. Then, control balance theory. Okay, it was introduced by Charles Teitel, expands the concept of personal control as a predisposing element for criminality. He believed that concept of control, no? So, nag-focus siya sa control, has two distinct elements. The amount of control one is subjected to by others, and the amount of control one can exercise over others. Okay? Conformity results when these two elements are in balance. Okay? You are being controlled and you can control other people. So, kung balance yun, then definitely no crime will occur. Sabi dito sa control, no? Control imbalances produce deviant in criminal behaviors. Okay? Yan. For example, ikaw na lang lagi yung kinokontrol, then definitely pwede kang magrebelde. Diba? Yan. So, according to Teitel, deviance increases when there is a control deficit and with excessive control. Wala kang makontrol, pero ikaw ay sobrang kinokontrol. Okay? Yan. Control imbalance represent a potential to commit crime and deviance. That is according to Charles Teitel, no? Yan. So tatandaan niyo po yung control balance theory. Okay, ano ba yung sinasabi ng control balance theory? Kailangan meron kang kayang kontrolin at may nangko-control sa'yo at dapat balance lang din yun. Okay? So yan. So, yun po yung developmental theories of crime causation, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget the 6 developmental theories of crime causation. We have interactional theory, no? We have age-graded theory, and social development model, general theory of crime, differential coercion theory, and control balance theory. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this short video presentation. I hope that you have learned something, and if you have learned something, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video, no? And thank you very much, and God bless you all.